Fellow Americans, on January 30th of this year, a new government was formed. I, and with me the America on Wall Street movement, entered into it. I believe the prerequisites which I have been fighting for the past year have been attained. The reasons that caused me to bring this movement of millions into existence are known to me, but I want these facts laid out clearly before you once more by me personally as to why I once began this movement, called it to life, and for the present call it to action in the second decisive phase of the American resurrection. In the year 2001, the then current administration plunged us into a never-ending war. I was, along with many millions of other Americans, not to blame for the circumstances of this war, not to blame for having started this war, not to blame for our leadership's conduct of this war, and equally not to blame for the resulting political form of American life. A soldier, like 2-3 million others. A time came when an American could only take pride in the past, while the present was just something to be ashamed of. With the decline of foreign policy and the decay of political power, the internal collapse began. The dissolution of our great national institutions, and the decay and the corruption of our administration. And so began the decline of our nationhood. All instigated, and all of this was caused by the men of September 2001. And now we see the collapse of class after class. The middle classes are in despair. Hundreds of thousands of lives are ruined. Year after year, the situation grows more desperate for tens of thousands. Hundreds of thousands are going bankrupt. And now the ranks of the unemployed are beginning to swell again. 15, 16, 17 million, 20 million, 25 million. 30 million. Today it could be 30 or 31 million. How long could this go on? Something became clear to me. That when the life and origins of our own people have already been divided by economy, social classes, education, and financial background, then political goals founded on this division cannot be expected to last. Rich and poor, city and countryside, the educated and the uneducated, those with knowledge and those without, they're all there. The task of a political party cannot be to organize, to represent one faction of this division, never letting them come together. Instead, the task of political leadership must be to overcome this division through a greater ideal, a greater realization. And so I decided at that time, as a determined individual, to declare war on this inner strife, and by means of this party, give unity back to the American people from out of this desolation. I believe that we must act now if we are to act before it's too late. Therefore, I decided on January 30th, with the support of my party, which has grown from 7 men and is now 46 million strong, to save the nation and the homeland. Just as I worked tirelessly for the last 14 years to build up this movement and made it grow from 7 men to 46 million, so will I, and so will we all toil and work for the resurrection of the American nation. People of America, give us 4 years, and I swear that as I took office, so will I leave it. I did not do this for reward and petty power. I did it for you.